You're gonna drink yourself to death. You don't need to be drinking like that.
Oh, death ain't nothing. I done seen him. I done wrestled with him. You can't tell me nothing about death. Death ain't nothing but a fastball on the outside corner, and you know what I do with that. Look here, Bono. Am I lying? You get one of them fastballs about waist high on that.
Fun fact about me, I can only watch movies on my laptop. If I try watching them on my TV, I get so distracted during them. I start going on my phone and my computer. Watch them on my laptop, I can focus fine. I think it's because for years I didn't have a TV and I watched everything on my laptop, so it's weird, I know. Denzel Washington is such an amazing actor. Top of my head, I can't think of anyone better. Leonardo DiCaprio, he's really good. Anyway, it's like 1:30 p.m. Got up early, finished editing a video, got orders done, emails done, drove out, got a thumbnail done. So now I'm just killing some time relaxing before Ariana gets here and we go on our anniversary date. Like I told you in the last video, I weighed in at 191.5 this morning after 2 low-calorie days. This is gonna be my first, last, and only meal not tracked tonight at the anniversary dinner. And I predict that it will only do me good.
Dave Palumbo with an RX Muscle news update. I'm sure many of you have heard by now, Flex Magazine just kind of released it, actually probably via either Muscle and Fitness or Flex, I'm not really sure which magazine it appeared in, but they announced that for the Olympia this year, they were going.
So, I'm all ready to go. Ariana's all dressed, Uber's on its way. While we were getting ready for our date night, Nick's been unpacking his entire room and getting ready to move out of here. You can hear him vacuuming in the background now, which is pretty surreal. End of a chapter. I cannot believe I bought this place 2 years ago. It feels like just yesterday. Anyway, I'm going to leave you guys at home for this round, and I'll check with you guys first thing tomorrow morning. Au revoir. What'd I tell you guys? Exactly 1 pound lighter from the anniversary dinner. And then I'll weigh in the morning afterwards, and I bet you I'll be either the same weight or even like a pound lighter. All I ended up having was like a big salmon dinner anyway, so it really wasn't anything too crazy anyway. Probably needed to cut the calories, but it was fun. Ariana's soul, ladies and gentlemen, the Italian pasta. I've been done for like an hour. Right here, classic Italian. Pasta. Seconds. She got seconds at this place. Look at her reading. That's what she does. When I step away to do anything for a minute, I catch her outside reading, standing and reading.
I know, that's my thing. I don't know why I do it, but I do. And it's so beautiful out. It's taking advantage of the weather. Almost done with my book. Yay.
What did you just say?
I finished reading.
Just finished the whole book?
Yeah, and I think I was the first person to read it. Because see, it says new book, June 18, and in the back, you can like write your opinions. I love when I can do this. I'm gonna be the first person to write something.
How many books you've read this year? You track them, right?
Yeah, I think 40.
This year?
Yeah. My goal is 50, but I probably could make it like 75 to 100 and then I'd be okay.
Oh Lord. Always adding on.
Yeah, man, always, dude. Hey, it's nothing like a Life Fitness leg extension, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. It only weighs 550 pounds.
All right, cool. Opener weight.
Deadlifter, right?
That way we're not going against weight stat. Right around, yeah.
This doesn't feel that bad.
It's not.
It doesn't feel that heavy.
Well, let's go to the monster. See,
How exactly do you want? How do you want to take this side?
Watch out, Jeff. Watch your back.
hey, easy peasy.
All for the dumbest leg exercise.
Yeah.
Now it's time to finish my set. You know, everybody makes fun of powerlifters and says it's not functional, they can't lift their own ass. They get winded going up a flight of stairs. I do get winded going up a flight of stairs. But I don't see the laughing when you guys need something moved. And we finally waddled it all the way over here and bam, leg extension. We have one now, yeah buddy. Shout out to this guy, the real MVP.
She likes you, Nick.
Name a female of any species that doesn't. Paying my mother a visit today because I have to help her clip a bird's toenails. We have a cockatiel, and for some reason I'm the only family member this bird ever bonded with. Because I had like a little office set up in the dining room where she's been kept, so she'd like perch on my laptop and hang out with me. So I'm the only one this bird will let like handle her freely and is comfortable with. So I gotta hold her while mom clips her toenails. You have a YouTube channel? What is it?
See Chat Soccer.
All right, right on. You guys are on YouTube now.
We are? No, we're not.
Got the whole squad here.
Yeah!
This is my new gang. I like this kid the most because he's got the pizza on his shirt.
If you post me on this thing, I'll go up.
Viral.
Maybe.
Viral.
Yeah.
Yeah, just recording.
Oh my god, I'm gonna faint.
I like this kid's acting skills. How do you spell you guys' names real quick? Yeah, go in order.
Charlie-X.
Hey.
My name is Charlie, C-H-A-R-L-I-E. Smells like ink.
Yeah, it smells good. These markers smell good, but I wouldn't sniff them too much.
Guys,
Bodybuilding
subscribe
was
to this
initially what it stood
legend.
for. Stuck.
Carlito. Yeet. I go J-O-J-O, just like that.
J-O-J-O?
Yeah. There's one picture on
A picture of
Do
what?
another one with my actual name.
picture.
Right.
Do a doggo.
Most pathetic dog ever.
It's not a dog, it's a teddy bear.
Do my name. Oh my god, that's so cool.
All right, thumbs up for these kids. See you guys later. That was crazy. I had a whole meet and greet with all the new neighborhood kids. I say new because these kids were not here when I was growing up in this neighborhood. This generation loves YouTube. Like, YouTube is this generation's TV. So like they flip over it. They're like, oh, do you know Jake Paul? And I'm like, I'm not that cool. You won't like my channel. But they still get excited. It's dope. In my mind, heart's a light of my soul is the fluid. Those sparks right up in Austin, writer, author with arthritis. Carpal tunnel Marshall, the start shit-itis. Hard-headed and hot-headed, no apologies. I haven't done that one in a while. That one's tricky. Let me try it one more time. My hands are getting jumbled. That's a little tribute to Scott Storch, best producer in the world. I don't know if he made What's the Difference. That one might not have been him. But hats off to Scott Storch, favorite producer. Cheat meals. Let's talk about those really quick. So, first things first. When you begin a diet, you really should not be worrying about cheat meals at all, especially when you're heavier like I am starting out at around 20% body fat when I first began the diet. I should not be looking at even planned cheat meals for the first like 2 months of this diet, and I'm not. They're just not a thing. Once you get below 12%, then you can start throwing them into your regimen here and there just for fun. Let's be real, once in a while situations will come up where it's not gonna be practical to stay tracking or stay 100% on top of the diet, and sometimes they're hard situations to avoid, whether it's like an anniversary dinner in my case, like what I just had, or a big family gathering of some sort, your birthday maybe. My best advice for that, what I did personally, I dropped calories down to 2,600. I was on 2,800 calories regularly. I dropped down to 2,600 for 2 days straight. It definitely like flattened me out. It dropped some water retention right off the bat. The second you go into a more of a deficit than you're already in, you will drop some water automatically just from not having as many carbohydrates in you. So you'll drop some weight in the scale there. And then just the overall lower calories total will just create a small short-term deficit for you. And then when it comes time to actually have that big dinner, you can eat whatever you want, not track anything, and it'll pretty much just act like a miniature refeed. An actual refeed's not gonna really apply to you. Again, at this stage in the game, I'm still way too fat and heavy for a refeed to actually be working. Like to the point where I'm worrying about like replenishing leptin levels and stuff like that. But it'll sort of have like a miniature version of that effect where the next day you won't suddenly be a few pounds heavier, your progress won't be all thrown off, you won't be all waterlogged. If you cut down to a deficit a couple of days leading up to the big event, you'll most likely wake up the next day the same way. I was a pound lighter. You might even be a little bit harder just because the lack of carbs, the lack of calories might flatten you out, and then suddenly the influx of carbs and calories and fats might fill you back out from that depletion. So you might actually look better the next day. So that's what I would do. And then when you're actually doing the cheat meal, enjoy it, have fun, but try to like keep yourself a little controlled. Don't go overboard with like extra cake if you don't need extra cake. I think keeping some bit of reserve during the meal, like enjoying it, but keeping some bit of reserve kind of helps you avoid going into like that Squidward when he first tried the Krabby Patties and lost his mind sort of mentality where you just freak out and go full cheat, and then it kind of becomes hard to get back on track the next day. That's my 2 cents. Hey, heads up Cincinnati, I'm coming to you. Mark Littlebliner has his first boxing match. He's doing it for a charity fundraiser, Semper Fi Fund, and I'm gonna come there. I'm just gonna knock everyone the fuck out in the ring. I'm just kidding, my cardio sucks. I would get winded in 5 seconds, but I will be there. I'm gonna be there supporting Mark, hanging out. So if you guys wanna come, you can buy tickets in the door or online. I'm gonna put all the information on the screen, so go ahead and screenshot that. And that's this coming Saturday, the end of July. I don't know what the date of that is, but it's this coming Saturday, and it's at 10 p.m. I believe.